To the Midwest now, where the Oklahoma House of Representatives has passed a bill that equates recruiting militia members to recruiting gang members. State representatives there say if you want to form a militia, you need to ask the state's permission, or else you could face jail time. Here to talk more about this is Jim Stachowiak with American Resistance Radio. Hey there, Mr. Stachowiak. This smells of a bill bound to get some major First Amendment challenges. But still, I want to hear what you think about this.
Well, I'll try to make it as brief as possible so that you can get maximum amount of questions. Bottom line is, if they succeed in their efforts, this will be the defining line in the sand. We don't need any government at any levels permission to form or join militias or possess firearms, to include that of military pattern. The Dick Act of 1902 backs it up. Our rights are inalienable, means they're God-given, they're not given by man. If they succeed in this efforts, you know what will hit the fan. I'm telling you, we have armories in every county almost in this nation, and there are thousands of armories, and we're prepared to increase our numbers dramatically when you know what hits the fan. We are in a position, the resistance, to arm thousands of patriots that don't even own guns, and we will not disarm. No one will disarm us, and no one will stop us. If we have to, we'll form 10 new militias a day if they succeed in this effort.
Talk to me about this. I mean, I know we've had you on the show a few different times, and I'm curious if you could just kind of break down for our viewers who are not familiar with what militias actually do. Talk to me about why militias are important.
Basically, as Jefferson put it, the militia movement and our right to own firearms is to protect us against tyranny and government. We are that fire extinguisher that sits in the office that collects dust that you hope you never have to pull. We are the final option should a government ignore the people and cross the line, as evident in how the government moved against the people on April 19th, 1775. We will not have any more Wacos. We will not have any more Ruby Ridges, and we damn sure will not have any more April 19th where citizens will be gunned down without resistance. We're not about attacking, but we're quite prepared to defend, and we have the resistance in every branch of the military, and every military base in this country has resistance cells. Mark my word, they do not want to mess against the people who love freedom and liberty and are prepared to die for it if necessary.
And of course, anytime you have a situation like that where lawmakers go in and try to create these new laws, they try to pull examples in terms of why they need this. For example, State Representative Mike Shelton has cited things like the bombing of the federal building in Oklahoma City 15 years ago and Timothy McVeigh's actions as a reason why this law is needed. What do you think about this?
Well, it's quite interesting. Even though I oppose the ADL, even the ADL has admitted that Timothy McVeigh had no association with a militia group. I got a word for Shelton, and the feds that are watching this. Randy Shelton is a loyalist. What we're seeing in America is the same thing that happened in Ireland. Right now, you're seeing a replication of Ireland here in America. The foundations are being laid. We're going to see a coming battle between the loyalists and patriots. Okay, Mike Shelton is an enemy of the people. He's an enemy of the Constitution, and he's, bottom line, he's a loyalist. And we got people like, we're not going to name names. You can go to July 4 Patriots YouTube channel, that we got recorded phone conversations of loyalists working with our government to bring up falsified charges against people that are protesting and dissenting peacefully. Yeah, I have a gun. That's only as a last resort. We will not be disarmed.
Tell us about this gun. What kind of gun is this here?
Well, this is a personal favorite. It's a piston-fed Daewoo 223-556. I'm fixing to get an AR-10 308 when I want to reach out and touch someone. This is a legal weapon. It's a semi-automatic, and I do have armor-piercing incendiary rounds, which will penetrate a half-inch of steel with and ignite whatever's on the other side with 3,000 degrees. These are lawful. We get them from ammo2go.com, our ammo. And again, I want to commend men like Randy Brogdon in Oklahoma, who's running for governor. We need more men like him. And it's also interesting to note that this government, they say that we're violent extremists. The entire time that Dyer was incarcerated by the federal government on trumped-up charges, not one violent incident occurred. Why? Because we have proved that we are who we say we are, not who they say we are, a bunch of violent right-wing extremists. We will, again, defend, not attack.
Real quick, Jim, I just want to get to the big picture here. I mean, this bill is now headed to the state Senate in Oklahoma. Let's suppose it actually passes there. What would be sort of the larger implications of this?
The larger implications is it puts us another step closer to all-out civil unrest in America. Because rest assured, the patriots in Oklahoma will not disarm. It will only be a catalyst. Just as when you were a little girl and I was a little boy, and our parents told us not to do something sometimes, when they told you not to do something, you did it anyway. And you know that. All of us have done that. Okay? Tell us not to form a militia. We'll make a commitment to form 10 new militias a week, 10 a day if we have to. This government is out of line. They're ignoring the will of the people. They're governing without our consent. And this president is out to destroy this nation. And I say Barack Obama needs to be brought up on charges of treason and sedition. He's more dangerous to American freedom than Osama bin Laden.
Let me see your gun one more time, Mr. Stachowiak. And you said, what's the one you said you were going to get next?
Yeah, my next one is a 308 DPMS 308 for reaching out and touch someone. It's a 308 round. Fires a 308 round. I believe in the Holy Trinity. That's a long arm, a sidearm, and a shotgun. You know, people think because we talk about guns that makes us violent. No. These are the liberty teeth of the people. Only when the government fears the people can we have liberty and freedom. And trust me, we're not afraid of the government. They're the ones that need to be afraid of the people if they continue to trample on our rights and ignore the will of the people, because you can only kick a dog so long before the dog bites.
All right, on that note, and always with life, liberty, and the Holy Trinity. Jim Stachowiak, thanks.